Sun protection from supplements and internal sunscreen is now possible thanks to new research. I'll have full details in a minute. 15 essential oils can beautify your body and protect your health. Clinical nutritionist Courtney Little joins me soon to tell you how. I'm Bob Garvin. Welcome to Body Talk, episode 98. If you have any questions or comments about this podcast, send an email to lifestarmedia@gmail.com or visit us on Facebook at Body Talk Bob Garvin. Wouldn't it be nice to blow off the sunscreen lotions and take a pill instead? Well, that day is not far off. In fact, some supplements have already been shown to offer protection from the sun according to some recent research studies. Here are some of the details about these internal sunscreens. The first study by the Japanese Society for Investigative Dermatology showed that beta-carotene significantly reduced redness from UV exposure. The study also found that astaxanthin, which is found in krill, salmon, and some algae, reduces sunburn damage as well. Researchers warn, though, that these supplements must be taken at least 2 months before sun exposure on a daily basis to offer maximum protection. Some of the more interesting research was reported by the National Institute of Health. 3 clinical studies show that a fern extract called fern block helps prevent sun damage before exposure to sunlight, and it reduces cellular damage 24 hours later. And finally, pine bark extract has been found in clinical studies to protect against sunburn and reduce any skin damage caused by UV exposure. Pine bark extract has also been found to decrease the color of age spots in healthy young women. Researchers say that if you use these supplements, you should also use an external sunscreen product to maximize protection, though they say that the time is not far off when we'll be able to forego the sunscreen lotions and get better protection from a pill. Joining me now is clinical nutritionist Courtney Little in part 1 of an interview that highlights 15 essential oils that confer beauty and good health. Courtney is the owner of Nutrition and Whole Health Solutions in Bedford, Massachusetts. Courtney, it's great to see you.
Hi, Bob.
Today, I understand it's all about essential oils.
Yes.
A lot of people, they hear that and they don't really know what you're talking about when you talk about essential oils. Are these cooking oils? Are these scented oils? Or what are we talking about?
Yeah, how do they work? Why do they work?
Exactly.
Yes.
So, what are we talking about when we talk about essential oils?
Essential oils have gained a lot of popularity lately, plain and simple, Bob, because they work. Especially if you're using high-quality essential oils that haven't been tainted or there's no other chemical fillers in them. So you can use essential oils for natural beauty products, household cleaning, for health purposes, as well as aromatherapy, and they have been used for thousands of years. So essential oils are extracted from different parts of roots, peels, leaves, plants, and flowers. So they're extractions from these things. So lemon essential oil is not from the actual lemon juice, it's from the peel. Okay, it's an extracted and it's oily. So there's a wide range of benefits from incorporating essential oils into your daily lifestyle or, your daily health regimen because of their anti-inflammatory, which we've talked a lot about inflammation in Body Talk, antimicrobial, as well as antioxidant properties.
When you get these essential oils, do they need to be organic? Does that matter?
Yes, quality does matter. I love the brand Young Living. I also like doTERRA. I think they're really great name brands, and they haven't been messed with. So their flowers and their plants, it's extracted from there. It's not made in a chemical plant with other different types of fillers, and you can smell the difference. When I smelt the Young Living lavender essential oil compared to the ones at like a natural health food store, it smells totally different. So that alone sold me just because of the smell. I'm like, oh wow, this smells so good. It actually smells like lavender, not lavender plus chemicals. So what I wanted to share is essential oils can be overwhelming because they do so many things. Like I probably use lavender for easily 8 different things on a weekly basis.
Wow.
So that's just one, that's lavender. Okay, and then there's other different type of essential oils too, and one essential oil can do so many things. So I kind of wanted to break it apart today for listeners for my, what I have is my 15 summer essential oil must-haves. So we're in summer, or just about to be summer, and how do you use essential oils this summer?
I wonder how you take these oils. Do you ingest them? Are there times when you drink them? Do you put them on as perfume? Or
Yeah.
how do you apply them? How do you know when to apply them?
That's a great question. So there's legality around that. Some of them you can ingest and others you cannot, and it will say it on the label.
So you can get as many benefits from these things just being absorbed through the skin.
Correct. So inhaling. So we have tea tree oil. So if you diffuse tea tree oil, it helps to kill mold in your house.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? If you put in a diffuser and you just let it
come? It's like aromatherapy. Yes, it helps to kill mold in your home.
So let me mention this. You mentioned the lavender and the tea tree oil. I've heard of those also as estrogens, as phytoestrogens. Is that something that we need to be concerned about, maybe especially men, or not?
Yes. So lavender, it depends too upon the age. And there's an app. There's different apps that you can use for essential oils, and it will tell you, like, okay, be careful if you're a male or if you're 8 years or older, which oils to be careful of. So that's definitely something to take into account, but it has to be a lot of these oils to actually cause these types of hormonal changes. It doesn't just happen right away.
Okay.
And there's lavender and there's other essential oils in so many products today. I'd be more worried about the BPA and the plastic Poland Spring bottle. So my top 15 summer essential oil must-haves. Number 1 is natural bug spray. There are so many different types of bugs and insects, and unfortunately, in areas where Lyme disease is more prevalent, it's really important to protect yourself. So grab your paper and your pen, and this is a natural bug spray that actually works, and it works really, really well. Equivalent, if not better, than other different conventional bug sprays on the market. So in a glass spray bottle, combine the following liquids: 2 ounces of water, plus 2 ounces of witch hazel, which you can get at the grocery store. Then I'd like you to add 10 drops of each of the following essential oils. Palo Santo. Palo Santo is known to help ward off different types of ticks and other different insects, so it's very powerful. Purification, lemongrass, and citronella. And you can also, too, use lavender, peppermint, or eucalyptus for the smell if you like. If you want to change the smell, you can add that in. So you mix it all together in a spray bottle and make sure you spray yourself before being outdoors or while you're outdoors. And this really helps to ward off all the bugs and the insects, but it also, too, doesn't leave chemicals seeping into your skin. We've talked about in other different Body Talk episodes that 60 to 70% of whatever you put on your skin goes into your blood. So yeah, it's really important to know what you're eating. It's really important to know what you're putting on your skin. So these essential oils are from plants, they're from leaves, and they're from flowers, okay? So they're not chemicals on your skin.
So this natural bug spray, about how long does that last? What's the effectiveness? Do I need to reapply it when I'm out?
Yeah, I would reapply definitely if you're going to be outdoors. I wouldn't just spray it once. I'd spray like once an hour. My second summer essential oil is a natural pain reliever. So sometimes what happens is in the summer, people become a little bit more active, especially in the New England area because they're not trapped inside in a snowstorm. And there could be a little bit more aches and pains. So one of my recommendations that you can do for a shoulder injury, knee injury, hips, is you take coconut oil and then you put 2 to 4 drops of copaiba essential oil and you mix it together and you rub on to the point where you have pain. And this is a very strong natural anti-inflammatory. I can't tell you how many of the athletes that I see and clients that I have that absolutely swear by this.
So you're not really mixing it together, you're just taking them separate and then just blending them on the area that hurts?
Yes, exactly. So the other one is if you want to kill pests. Out in my deck, I now that the weather's nicer, I go outside, I see different insects and other different pests, especially from not having to be outside on the deck for a while. So there's a spray that you can make. So in a spray bottle, you load the spray bottle up with water and put 15 drops of orange essential oil plus 15 drops of clove essential oil. And you mix it together and you can spray directly on the insects and the pests that are in and around the backyard.
So the bug spray, you say you spray it directly on the pests that you're seeing?
Yes, exactly.
Now, does it work also on like the trails or as a perimeter spray? Like
Yes. So where you normally see them, you can spray them ahead of time too. So it's going to avoid them from coming back. They don't like the smell, the taste of the orange or the clove. So it will help ward them off. And again, you're not going to be inhaling harmful chemicals.
And again, does this have much staying power, or do you have to do it pretty frequently? Would you do it
has
weekly,
staying
daily?
power. They linger. Yeah, those are very strong oils that linger. My number 3 summer essential oil must-have is keeping your produce really, really clean. So one of the ways to do this is with lemon essential oil. So in a bowl, you put water and just a couple drops of lemon essential oil. Lemon essential oil has a lot of different antimicrobial properties to it. So what you do is you kind of soak it in there for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, and then you wash it off. And you will even notice that the produce will look even brighter. And if anything, you might have a hint of lemon, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now, this is something a lot of folks think, well, I'm buying organic, so I don't really have to worry about.
Yeah, no, you still need to wash your fruits and vegetables, and there tends to be a surplus of fruits and vegetables and, produce in the summer. So it's really important to, keep your vegetables and your fruits nice and clean.
And when you're doing that, do you have to change that? Can I put a bunch of different vegetables in the same solution?
Yes.
So I don't have to change it for each one?
It's your veggie wash. And the cool thing is the little tiny bottle of lemon essential oil. You can use lemon essential oil for so many different things. I make salad dressings with it. In this glass you see right here, I have hot water and I put a drop of lemon. So 1 drop of lemon is equivalent of like 27 lemons. They're not even comparable. So the amount of nutrients and antioxidants that you get from lemon essential oil is amazing. So lemon essential oil is one that I always have in my home, but washing your produce with it is a really, really smart idea because you're going to be keeping your produce clean, but not with chemicals. Number 5 is to help improve sleep. I know I've talked about this before, but it works. Lavender essential oil. Okay, lavender essential oil, you're going to hear a lot on this list because you can do so many different things with it. But every night I put lavender essential oil on my wrists and on the bottoms of my feet. I do not wake up in the middle of the night. Fall asleep, stay asleep. The lavender essential oil helps to increase your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps your body not only fall asleep peacefully, but stay asleep. And that's really important because we all know how much sleep affects us. And it's lighter out, it's, getting dark around 8:30 at night, but then the sun is up early in the morning. So sometimes that can affect sleep, but sleep is so important for a healthy body and mind. And anyone that has trouble sleeping that hasn't used the lavender essential oil, you're going to be happy when you start using it because it really helps to improve sleep.
A lot of folks that do sleep things, they'll complain about a couple of things. One is that they'll wake up the next morning still feeling a bit groggy.
They put too much. They don't need as much. Whenever I have someone that says that they're dousing it. With essential oils, you just need a little bit. You just 1 drop. That's it.
Another thing you often hear about sleep aids is it makes me have weird dreams. Does this do that?
That one I have not heard of. Most people don't get groggy with lavender essential oil, but I have had a couple clients tell me they have, but those are the ones that are dousing it on their skin. They don't need as much. The other one is, since it's summertime and people are more active, they're walking the beach, they're running a little bit more, they're kicking up their exercise routine, is a foot bath. So what you can do is with warm water in a bowl, you can soak your feet with a few drops of tea tree oil, which will also help to kill any yeast or fungus. Walking around at the pool and, people have more bare feet in the summer. There can be little bacteria that come upon the feet every now and then. So eucalyptus and tea tree, just a couple drops of each in a foot bath will also help to decrease inflammation. So if you're more active in the summer and if there's any type of inflammation in your feet or any injuries, this will be extremely healing. A lot of athletes do this, not just in the summer, any time of the year, and add Epsom salts as well, because the Epsom salts contain different minerals and magnesium, which are also very soothing for the feet.
Now, how long do you have to soak?
At least 20 minutes.
And this is going to be every day?
Nope, you can do it a few times a week. Yeah.
And does it matter what time of the day you would do it?
Any time is best. If you're putting the Epsom salts, I would recommend more later afternoon, evening, because Epsom salts contain minerals and magnesium. And that increases, again, your parasympathetic nervous system. I would rather people get more relaxed in the evening than in the morning. But you can soak your feet with warm water, the tea tree oil and eucalyptus essential oil, and not add Epsom salts. That's perfectly fine.
Courtney has 9 more essential oils to talk about in part 2 of my interview, which you can hear on episode 99. Well, that's it for this edition of Body Talk. My producer is Katie Stell. The Body Talk theme song was composed by Rob Carlson and sung by Vicky Vox. If you'd like to stay up with medical studies on a daily basis, follow me on Twitter at BGPVideo. And if you have any questions or comments about this program, feel free to send me an email at lifestarmedia@gmail.com. Body Talk is a production of Lifestar Media.